morning everyone, and welcome back to Kids Online. We've got some really interesting crafts and activities for you to do today, and I'm really looking forward to telling you the story about Jesus walking on the water. Let's go see what Ferris is up to. See you in a bit.
Fitness with Ferris. Welcome, it's me, Ferris, your favourite fitness person ever. Now I'm back with another episode of how you get fit. I'm sure you missed me for the rest of this week, but you're definitely back at school now. I said last time, you might be back at school, but you must be now. The rest of my little fitness entrepreneurs, as your age are, so you must be. You enjoying it, because I'm not sure if I would be after a long break, but have fun and do your education. Now it's my turn to educate you on how to get fit. So first I'm going to start with some little circles, about the size of a tarantula. Now a tarantula in Australia, you might think they're horrible, turning up in random places in your house, like the toilet. But they're not, they're actually lovely. Tarantulas are lovely creatures. I have 5 of them in my house. They are called Billy, Bob, Sarah, Susan and Eddie. That's their names. Now why are you doing that? You've got to get a little bit bigger. About the size, right, of a crocodile's head. We also have them in Australia, but they're alligators and they're really nice. My friend has one. My friend's Joey, right? He's a kangaroo. Now you might think the crocodile will eat the kangaroo, but no, they're best friends. They have piggyback rides together across the water. It's brilliant. Now the size of the great white shark. You might think you're scary seeing these while you're surfing, but they're not scary. They surf with you on the water. It's so cool. You've got to come and try it. Now you've got to go really big. We've had these in Australia ever since time began. Meteorites, oh, they come and go, but when you see them, they are phenomenal. They bring loads of rock to your country and they're amazing. But now, we've got to go backwards. So it's like the meteorites are going back to space. Back to space, back to space. Now you've just fallen off your surfboard and the great white shark's picked you up and he's helping you get back on it. Now you're with your alligators again. Now this time, Joey's giving the alligator a piggyback ride. And now you're back to your tarantulas. And this time, they're looking after you, bringing you food. Now, I'm sure that made your arms ache. It certainly did to me. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some pencil jumps. I know you love these. We're going to go down, up, 10 of these. Then up, keep those arms straight, and then back straight. That really hurts. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That wore me out. Now let's just give those arms a quick stretch before I take you into this deadly exercise. It's not really deadly, it just hurts a little bit. But it's not too bad, man. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. After all, it's getting you fit. This one's called a plank. So get down, you can go like this for however long you can. I'm only going to do 20 seconds, because I'm a bit tired today. Well, because I've been working out all day. So you can't be as fit as me without doing that, right? Right, so get down, make sure that bum's there, and you got to go like this. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Make sure you're breathing while doing it. We'll go for 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi. That hurt. Now as you can tell, my counting skills weren't that good. That's why you gotta go to school, kids, so you can count, not like me. Now, have a good week. So goodbye from Paris. See you soon.
This week's story is Jesus Walks on Water, and it's taken from Matthew 14, verse 22 to 36. It was evening of the busiest day when Jesus had taught over 5,000 people and miraculously fed them. Jesus told his disciples to get in a boat and row back to Capernaum, and he would join them later. After dismissing the crowds, Jesus climbed up the side of a mountain to spend some time in prayer. As it got dark, Jesus could see the disciples had rowed about 3 to 4 miles. They were straining at the oars as the wind was against them and the waves were bashing the boat about. Shortly before the sun came up on the next day, Jesus had finished praying and started walking the quickest way back to Capernaum. Across the sea, of course. When the disciples had spotted him, they shouted out in terror, "It's a ghost!" "Be brave," Jesus shouted back. "Don't be scared. It's just me." "Lord, if it is you," Peter asked, "tell me to walk on the water to you." "Come," Jesus answered. Peter got out of the boat and started to walk towards Jesus. But as he heard the sound of the wind and saw the waves, he started to doubt that he could stay afloat. Immediately he began to sink. "Lord, save me!" he cried. Jesus reached out his hand and caught Peter. "You have so little faith," Jesus told him. "Why did you doubt?" Jesus lifted Peter into the boat and climbed aboard to join the other disciples. The disciples were utterly amazed and worshipped Jesus. "You really are the Son of God," they exclaimed. Almost immediately, the boat reached the shore. As they got off the boat, people recognized Jesus and started bringing those who were sick to him. All those that touched the edge of his clothes were healed. You know, the Bible tells us that without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. That comes from Hebrews 11 verse 6. Perhaps you could spend some time this week memorizing that verse.
Hi Lily, how are you today?
Good.
Okay, are you ready for this? We are going to do 10 quick fire questions. Number 1, here we go. Pink or blue?
Pink.
Chickens or dogs?
Chickens.
Live in the countryside or live in the city?
Live in the countryside.
Sweets or popcorn?
Popcorn.
Watch a film or read a book?
Watch film.
Do you prefer dancing or singing? Come on, Lily, dancing or singing?
Dancing.
Excellent. Shopping for food or go shopping for clothes?
Shopping for clothes.
In the Bible, which one do you like the most, Mary or Joseph?
Mary.
Ice cream or ice lollies?
Ice cream.
And being homeschooled or going to school?
Going to school.
Excellent. Give everybody a big wave, Lily, for me. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Right, welcome back everyone. So for this week's craft, you're going to need just 2 pieces of blank sheets of paper. And on those sheets of paper, you're going to draw a boat with the disciples in it, surrounded by some sea. And on the other piece of paper, you're going to need to draw your Jesus figure. I have put on the church's website a little template that you can download, or you can just look for some other ones on the internet that you might find that will be useful to you. You're going to need a few colours, so just a variety of different colours that you can colour in your pictures, and you're going to need a little bit of tape with a pair of safety scissors.
doubts, in my failures you won't walk out. My great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my trouble sea. Oh, you are the peace in my trouble sea. In the silence you won't let go. In the questions your truth will hold. Your great love will lead us through. You are the peace in my trouble sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my trouble sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Whoa, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to
Safe to shore.
I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead us through. You are the peace in my trouble sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my trouble sea. My lighthouse,
Whoa.
shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Whoa, my lighthouse,
Whoa.
I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore.
Shore.
Safe to
Shore.
safe to safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm.
Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore.
Right, welcome back. So, I hope that you've had a chance to go and find all the bits and pieces that you are going to need for today's craft. So, I took the template that we had on the church's website and I cut out the Jesus figure and coloured him in. And then I've gone and traced the disciples picture so that it doesn't have Jesus on it just yet. So that's what you want to do. If you need to pause the video at any point to catch up with me, you're welcome to. I decided to put a little bit of lightning in as well, but that's your choice. So when you've got that one finished, put that aside for a little while, and you're going to need, so there's my little cheap piece of paper that I might have used, yeah? So you're going to need the Jesus figure that you cut out, and you're going to need, from your piece of paper, a thin little rectangle. Remember that you get mum and dad to help you with the cutting if you need it. Right, so that one we're going to put aside for a minute. And you're going to need a nice thick rectangle. That one I just cut off the top of the piece of paper. Right, so this bit, we can put that into the bin. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to take that and fold it over. Right. Then when you've done that, take your picture that you coloured in. Make sure that you take the piece of paper that you folded over and put the fold facing up. Then put that down on the sheet. And remember we said you needed a bit of tape. You're going to put a little bit of tape on the edge there and pick up both sheets of paper, and you're going to fold that bit of tape over the top. Right, so what you have is your sheet that does this, right? And we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So a little bit of tape stuck down over here, and then we're going to fold it over and do it from the other side. Right. Now you might want to go and colour this bit in so that it looks like the sea again. That's your choice. That would be actually even better than what I had anticipated. Now remember, you put that little triangle to the side a little while ago. Now what you're going to do with that is fold that over very carefully, and you're going to take your Jesus figure, and we're going to turn our Jesus figure over, and we're going to put that little piece of paper here at the bottom of our Jesus figure, and then use a little bit of tape to tape him on to our stick. Right, and then you could pop Jesus between your piece of papers, and you'll have a little figure that you can move along to walk on the water, and he can then talk to his disciples. Right, if you're really excited about using the memory verse, that'll be great as well. Maybe you write the memory verse along here. But anything you do, we'd love to see on our church's website, so share that with us.
Well, everybody, we've come to the end of our time together today. I really hope that you enjoyed the story and all the fun activities. Let's take a moment to pray. Lord Jesus, as we go through the rest of our week, help us to remember to always trust you. Amen. We'll see you next time. Bye.